Hey guys, let's take a walk around downtown Las Vegas. So this is the Main Street Station Casino, the exterior. And tonight I thought it'd be interesting to take a walk around downtown Las Vegas. Fremont Street, which is downtown, gets all the attention, but there's actually a whole bunch just off of Fremont Street. Some casinos and interesting architecture and stuff like this. Like Main Street Station has a definite old school vibe going on. You know, like an old train station is the feel. I mean, I don't know how old it is, but it's definitely got that vibe going on. And it looks like these are some stained glass windows that once upon a time were lit up. This one's sort of lit up. And then they've got the little lights up top. So normally no one would probably ever be walking here, because if you're going to Main Street Station from Fremont Street, you would be walking over this bridge, probably, most likely. So you could enter in the California Hotel and then walk across over here to the Main Street Station. Circa, which is the newest casino in downtown Las Vegas, is the one on the left, the tall building, and then over here is the Circa parking garage, which is called the Garage Mahal. And so, so I think I've parked there before, but it's the most expensive parking pretty much in downtown Las Vegas on a normal night. I say that, but now that I think about it, there's plenty of expensive parking in downtown Las Vegas if you don't pay attention. If you're going to come here and you want to park somewhere that's going to be relatively sane, you should park it under Neonopolis. I think that starts at like $3 for an hour, and then $2 for the second hour. Anyway, I thought it would be cool to go look at some of these casinos and things that are not on Fremont Street exactly. Fremont Street is one block in that direction towards the plaza, but this is the California Hotel here. And don't worry, there's plenty of Fremont video goodness on the channel too. But tonight we'll just take a stroll on some of the outskirts of the Fremont Street area. So this is the California Hotel, or the Cal. It's very Hawaiian centered. I know, even just from being inside, there's a bunch of stuff they do as like package deals with Hawaiian Airlines for tourists. So if Hawaiian tourists want some Vegas razzle-dazzle, but they also want some of the familiarity of Hawaii, they can stay there. There's like the restaurant Aloha Specialties and Holo Holo Happy Bar. And it's also for the people that live in Vegas now, who either like Hawaii or, used to live in Hawaii. So that's Fremont Street down there, just where that sign says tattoo. And down here is the corner of 1st and Ogden. As I was walking from my car to the Main Street Station back there, I saw there was a drunk guy. And the marshals just helped him to get to the car. That he was not driving, you know, somebody else was driving it. But I thought it was interesting where most places would be like, oh, we're going to lock this guy up because he's drunk in public. In Vegas, it's more just like, we're just going to make sure he's not driving or causing any trouble. So up there is the Binion's casino. It is no longer open, the casino portion. So the windows are all just open and there's nobody up in the casino area. So I'm not sure if it's 100% true or not. I've just read online that it's basically filled with asbestos and that's why they aren't doing anything to it. It's just leave it be for the time being. So I think an old abandoned hotel area in downtown Las Vegas would be interesting as far as like a haunted house thing goes. So, you know, maybe they can do that if they want to do something with it productive. There are a lot of interesting smells in this area. There's definitely some sewage going on from time to time. Some car smells. There's a lot of car traffic right here. Garbage. What's a bad thing too is that I used to come to downtown Las Vegas so much more often whenever parking was easy. I remember parking for sure at Binion's and you just had to go to the cage and get it validated. Like so, stop in, let them give it a stamp and you're good to go. So, you know, there was that, but now it's just like a chore. Or, I mean, you know I've seen signs that say like at the Golden Nugget, like parking is $50. So if you go in and you eat, you can get it validated. Or if you gamble a certain amount, I think you can get it validated too. But it's just so much more of a hassle than if you just want to come check out the place. And you obviously lose money. That's how the whole town's built, is by people gambling and losing money. But today, I did park with a hotel where it's like, you must get, it's $20 to park, or you got to gamble and get 25 points. So 25 points means you have to play through $25. So I was like, okay, well, you know, I can play Keno or something with a relatively low loss if you pick the right numbers. And I did okay. So I did park for free and won some money. So it is possible. So this is Pizza Rock. It's one of the more well-known downtown eateries. I've eaten there before. I'm more of a very plain Domino's type of guy, so rather than too exotic of a pizza. So it was fine, but I haven't been back since then. So, and if you've watched another Fremont Street video before, you'll see I started here at the Downtown Grand. So today it's thought it'd be somewhere different. Let's go down this way. So there's the pizza by the slice. Let's see, a cheese slice is $7.25. That's just, you can get a Domino's pizza for like $7. The whole pizza. So since I'd much prefer that anyway, I guess this is not my thing. So then the Triple George Grill, if you want a slightly fancier meal in downtown that might not break the bank, you can come here and get a, looks like $25 crab cake. So it might break the bank a little bit, but it is tasty from what I remember. I've been there once before too. And then the Mob Museum is straight ahead if you want to go check out the Mob Museum in downtown Las Vegas as a nod to the past of Las Vegas with this band, with its mob past. Sorry, it's a little loud right here. And then this is the Downtown Grand Casino, and they have $1 blackjack and $3 hot dogs and beer, it says. So let's walk up here and then hang a left at the intersection. So we're gonna cross this one-way street when there's no cars coming. So so you can see all kinds of stuff when you're downtown. Like I said, I saw the guy was getting, the drunk guy who did not get arrested by the police. And that is a lot of music coming from that direction, is what I'm going to say. If you can read between the lines, that's up to you. So okay, so let's head here until I get out of the music-y area and see what else we can see. Oh, now it smells like weed. So down here is Gold Strike, which I don't think it's a casino. It's more just a hotel that's now like has a social area in the front of it. I've been in there before. I wasn't quite sure who the target market was or what the appeal was, because it just seemed like it was if you wanted to hang out with your friends, but there wasn't a lot for you to do while you're, I think most people would rather hang out and do actual Vegas-y stuff. It seemed like a frat house, but low-key. And I guess it's also a hotel too. So if you see over there it says Cat's Meow, that's the opposite side of the place where there's the Denny's. You can see the yellow Denny's stuff down there, and then the Hammered Harry's, I think is the name of the place that was Dick's Last Resort in downtown. And then gonna cross here. See, Oversized Games, world famous, but it doesn't say world famous for what. Well, looks like some people got their IDs out, ready to go in. So, yeah, I think it's just a bar, but has some games and stuff. And then the Ogden, coming up here on the right, has a bunch of restaurants in the bottom floor that change from time to time. I've tried some of them in the past, and by that past I mean years ago. Let's just cross here. So the El Cortez on the left is the casino that we walk in front of a lot of times, going to see the container park and the praying mantis that shoots out fire. So you've seen the front of it before, but there's actually a walkway between I guess this building and Fremont Street. I'm not sure exactly what the purpose of the alley is, but it's there. We'll go walk through it. It really smells hardcore of sewage right here. So you can't smell it through the lens though. See, I'm pretty sure that's going a little too fast too. So traffic laws in Vegas are an interesting thing for sure. More buyer beware. Did that scare you with the 3D-ness? It was a little sus. Oh, she's puking. That's why they're driving past, because she's leaning out puking. Vegas. Oh. At least there was a reason. I've already seen a pile of puke on the ground today, and she was hanging out the door puking. Is this Madea? Y'all, that 1,000% looked like Madea. Like, I've seen a person, you got it in Ultra HD. That looked like Madea, like hardcore. But I know Madea's not a real person. So I wonder if that was a busker that was down on Fremont Street. But also, why would they still be doing the character? Walking. We're not on Fremont Street. We're like away from the touristy stuff right this second. They weren't asking for money. But that like 100% looked like Madea. So, who knew we'd see all this interesting stuff off the Fremont Street? I figured like, you know, the crazy show is on Fremont Street proper, but it's the end of the other side of Vegas. So I hope you're enjoying it. And then here's the Fremont Street, or Fremont East. And there's the Cortez that we normally walk up by, and the road up here. So I think that covers pretty much this side of Fremont Street. So I'm gonna put a pin in it here. Let my nose hair out. And I thank you for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and do that. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And as always, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon. Bye.